Good morning. It's Friday, October 17th. I'm Miriam Bosiljevats. The Diwali Gala in Yellowknife has been cancelled over racism concerns. The organizers of the celebration say there's been a rise at anti-Indian sentiment, both online and in the city. The organizers said there was a time when South Asian community members used to be excited to participate in and share their culture, some of which raised funds for the NWT SPCA animal shelter or for people in need during the 2023 wildfire evacuation. She said this is no longer the case, and there is a sense of fear about possible backlash when holding such events. Yellowknife RCMP have now made one arrest after an attack at Adam Dental Clinic earlier this week. One of 3 teenagers involved in the incident was identified and arrested, but has since been released conditionally to a parent. Their name and age was not released. A police spokesperson said no charges have been laid and the investigation is still ongoing. The Acho-Deneko First Nations Economic Development Wing hopes to take over Fort Liard's crafts store, which closed last year. The territory is currently a subsidiary of territorial agency Prosper NWT and had been in operation since 1976, selling locally crafted jewelry, moccasins, and more. A spokesperson for Prosper NWT said the store closure was intended to be temporary. Earlier this month, at an intergovernmental meeting between the First Nation and the GNWT, leaders discussed expediting the process so the store can reopen for next year's tourism season. For more, visit CabinRadio.ca. The Edmonton Police Service have charged a man after the body of 14-year-old Samuel Bird was located by investigators in a rural area outside Edmonton. The Indigenous boy was last seen June 1st. A massive search effort by family, volunteers, search and rescue teams, as well as strangers across Western Canada had been ongoing. Police say Brian Farrell, 38, was arrested and charged with second-degree murder and interfering with a body in relation to the homicide. Mark Carney's Liberal government will introduce legislation next week that would change bail rules and the way some criminal sentencing works for violent crimes. In a news release, Carney's office said the legislation would require the accused to demonstrate why they should be released from custody. Normally, the Crown is obliged to show why the accused should remain. Drug trafficking was not specifically mentioned, but is a major concern in the NWT and could yet form part of the legislation. The Premier has previously called for stricter bail laws. And Premier R.J. Simpson expressed reluctance to consider giving the NWT's main animal shelter core funding, but added residents should step up to keep it going. The NWT SPCA says its bank account is dwindling and struggling to remain open. It offers some veterinary services and provides animal rescue from its Yellowknife facility. Range Lake MLA Kieran Testart asked why the SPCA isn't considered a critical service, given the work they do across the territory, not only in Yellowknife. Executive Director Nicole Spencer previously said donations have dropped while there's been an increase in unwanted pets and families struggling to feed or seek treatment for sick animals. Your weather forecast for today, Yellowknife high of 3 with light snow, Inuvik 0 degrees with snow, Norman Wells 3 with flurries, Hay River 6 with a high chance of showers, Fort Smith high of 6 with a chance of showers, and Fort Simpson 5 with periods of drizzle.